500, the Motor Speedway. I'm here with Dave. Dave, what's your last name?
Felgenhauer.
Felgenhauer, and Dave's brought an interesting Indy car here, so I'll grab the cameras. I usually do. Bill, thanks so much. So Dave, I know a little bit about your background. Hang with me. Who got you interested in this IndyCar stuff?
Well, when I grew up in Danville, Illinois, just a little ways west of here, west of here, and when I was a kid, my father and I would listen to the 500 and do the wax the car and things like that because it wasn't televised. And so over the years, he took me to the 500 when I was 14 years old. We went to the time trials, and I've watched it every year since.
And you got hooked.
Oh, yeah.
And you said one day you'll need an Indy car.
Well, I always thought I needed one, but I didn't ever think I would ever get one.
And how did you get one?
Well, I happened to get to a position where I could afford it.
Yeah.
And so basically, I found it through a number of channels. I found it in different parts and spent about 7-8 years restoring it, having it restored. And then we started racing in 2008.
So come on alongside me. We're going to still keep talking. Tell me what you have here. Move back with me. What year is this one?
It's a 1986 March.
And who drove this?
It was the car for Emerson Fittipaldi in the 86 500.
Emerson Fittipaldi. Come on over. We got the racing noises in the background. So when did you originally get this car?
I got it back in 1999.
So you had it in 99 and it had some big feature missing on it. What was that?
Basically the engine.
The engine was missing on the car. So the whole car, and you decided, sure, why not? Let's just buy it anyway.
Yeah.
So now you've got the Indy car, and then you said, let's go get an Indy engine. So here it is. What year did you find the engine?
Well, I found the engine relatively quickly.
Okay.
It's just more of a question of finding somebody who could restore the car and build it back up.
So how long did it take to find the car and build it back up? You got your screwdriver? Show us kind of what an Indy car looks like. This is under the nose cone. So you got brakes, and here's an antenna for the cord there, and your pedals. Okay, we'll put that back on. Like so. It's like one big tinker toy. And then here's the shock towers.
Yes.
So now you've got the car, now you've got the engine. These are the correct wheels?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the intake here? What is this intake? What is this, for oil or water?
This is for the water. The oil's on the other side. The oil fluid's on the other side.
Just show both ends to that intake. Let's get an overall look at the side of the car. Come on back with me. Let's get an overall look where people can just kind of take that in. Just one more back. Just like that. So now you got the engine. And what year is it that the engine actually decides to start?
Well, they started it up, to my knowledge, it was 2008 when they finally got the engine started.
Wow. So here you've had a car, 1999.
Or I should say the car was complete enough to start the engine.
Okay, but I mean, you've had that, and where did you first hear the engine at?
Here.
So here you are at Indianapolis. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're under a tent. And
Yes.
you're under a tent and they start your car. What was the reaction?
It was thrilling.
And how about, now who was with you?
My wife, family.
What about, was your dad with you?
Oh, yes.
And how did your dad feel when you had an Indy car? Your dad usually is German stock, doesn't have too much expression. Would that be accurate?
Yes.
What happened when you heard the car?
He smiled.
Yes, that's the win right there. Dad gives approval of the Indy car. So it was really kind of like a dream come true for him too.
Yes.
That is great. Your dad, after taking you to the time trials and bringing you around, shows you that he gets the car and brings him by. How did Emerson Fittipaldi doing this car?
Oh, he finished 6th that year.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can we take the back end off here so we can show the engine?
I always have a hard time. I know, don't say
Oh, slight delay. That's how you pull off your Indycar. Just like that. So here we have our Cogsworth 8. Our fuel cell. The radiator. Wonderful exhaust. The Cogsworth 8. But how much horsepower does this thing put out?
650, 630.
650, 630 horse. I'm gonna walk around. Let me take the picture of the interior here. So the interior, while we're doing this, and I'll get the other side of the engine in a second. What is this, Dave?
That's adjustable rear suspension.
So it's not any kind of adjusting, and these tags are kind of important tags, correct? These tags
Yeah,
here?
those are markings. When the car was running Indy, that's the car markings they put on after tech inspection.
Okay, and here's your gauging that you can see, and the wheel comes off, and then here's your clutch, the word March on top of it, and you can see the pedals down there. Anyway, let me take a walk around the other side, kind of all the electronics behind the dash there too. This is the other side. Your big turbo in the back. Your air intake. It just looks great. Let's have you stand right next to it. Hey Dave, thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you.